We've united most of Russia already, except for the western part. They still have to fight each other, and then I guess I will have to annex the winner. It's a shame I cannot take him over. It would be very funny if we could do that already. Regardless, while these two will be fighting each other, I will be growing stronger. We even have dockyards, although we are incapable of building a navy, I think. And there go. I think we've pretty much cored everything, right? They gave us almost 100,000 manpower. Not bad. Hey, Fyodor, how do you know when you've killed a communist? I don't know, Lev. How? When he starts to bleed out, he calls his own blood a reactionary and tells it to read more theory. Lev laughed at his own joke. Though Fyodor was unamused. Seeing this, Lev tried again. How do you know when you've killed a fascist? Fyodor glared at him. When he starts to bleed out, he calls you a Jew bastard and says his blood is too strong to leave his body. Once more, Lev cackled at his own lack of wit, and once more Fyodor remained silent. When Lev finished laughing, Fyodor spoke. Have you ever killed anyone, Lev? Lev looked at him, confused. Maybe. I fired my gun in combat a lot, but I'm not sure. Well, have you ever watched anyone bleed out? No. Well, I have. I watched 5 men die. A communist, 2 anarchists, a fascist, and a Cossack. None of them talked about race or theory while they were dying. They all just cried for their mothers. That is grim. That is grim. Election. Who do we want to elect is a thing. Do we want to keep Pokryshkin or go for Shukshin? I think a federation would be interesting, so maybe we'll go for Shukshin instead. And now we... Oh, look at this handsome... It kind of looks like Viggo Mortensen. Did you know that when filming for The Lord of the Rings, Vasily Shukshin broke his leg or something like that, kicking a bucket? I don't know, there's a joke in there somewhere. But don't ask me to find it. Ah, there it is. We can actually press buttons. I love pressing buttons. As a result of growing tensions amongst the leadership of the Federation, the co-rulers have decided to put an end to these tensions by putting up the decision up to an election. Each of the candidates will jockey for support from various groups of the Federation and will undoubtedly work to undermine each other. I will announce the stunning and brave fact that corruption is bad. The people will love me for sure. We've almost completely pushed out Pokryshkin. God damn. Hold a speech. On a normal night, the Barnaul Theater would be hosting a local musician or amateur dramatic company debuting a new production, and it would draw a decent audience of the residents of the city whose name the theater bore. But this was no normal night. The main event was scheduled to start for 2 more hours, and there were already lines around the block. The speech was supposed to last 30 minutes, but with the audience cheering and chanting, it stretched to almost an hour. Additional speakers outside the theater delivered Shukshin's words to the even larger crowd outside the streets. We'll need an even bigger venue this next time. Dude, it's over. Pokryshkin, you need to make better money moves. Do we really need to wait like 170 days? It's pretty much a foregone conclusion. Partisan activity decreases, slightly decreases courting time. I mean, it's kind of a little late because I cored everything already. I'm pretty ahead of schedule when it comes to reconquering Russia. Our poverty rate will improve. That's perfect. That's perfect. We need it. What's it looking like currently? It's still going down, but very slowly. And everything else is also still improving. Let's talk to the officers as well, because why not? Oh, damn it. Progress has been rebuked. I'm guessing that's because Pokryshkin is also making his moves. Oh, and look at that. They're actually fighting each other. Nice. We'll keep everything high if possible. Although it looks like the West Siberians are not gonna win. It's a provisional commissariat of the Western Russia. Let's appeal to the common people. And 71 will be able to do the final showdown, I'm guessing. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. Hopefully I can just reunify by buying the rest of Russia. It generally does look to be over for Western Russia. Come on. Look, a big part of their army got encircled in here. Pretty sure they had less troops. What if we make 236 stacks, huh? Just because we can, really. And we got a lot of technology for boats now. We suddenly know how to make them. Once again. Well, I mean, we are Russians. Did we ever know how to make boats? Who knows, man? Alright. This will be able to do once we've sorted our leadership issue, which should be happening in like 80 days, right? Yeah, pump up the air forces, please. Actually, we might need, mayhaps, some air bases, eh? Have you considered that? Got the atomic age. That means hopefully we can start making nukes. Access nuclear Oh, okay. Why don't I just press all of these, huh? Sure, we're gonna get into a lot of that, but we're already into a lot of that. So who cares, right? Russia doesn't need to survive long enough. It just needs to outlast everyone else. There we go. The last federation standing. It's finished. That means one thing. Well, first off, appeal to the common people. Blah, 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 whatever. We can begin the unification talks. Or we just don't do that, huh? Look at 3 decisions in. We're almost done. That's how powerful we've become. And then I think in 10 days, we'll be able to probably annex them. If it works. Oh, come on. There we go. No, it doesn't seem to be working. And that is such a shame. I would have loved to just straight up annex them. In 8 days, we get our election results. I mean, it's pretty much a foregone conclusion, I'd say. Vasily Shukshin was many things. A writer, an actor, and a poet. And a mayor, and a politician. He had climbed his way from the son of peasants in Altai to become the second most powerful man in the Federation. The champion of democracy. However, as he sat at home, waiting for the results to come in, all he could feel was trepidation. Months worth of campaigning, dozens of speeches, rallies, and meetings, weeks of courting corporate representatives and sympathetic Siloviki had led to this. He had crisscrossed Siberia from Magadan to Kolposhevo, and now the only thing that he could do was wait. The people had spoken, and they wanted Pokrishkin out. With that, we have become a democracy. Manifest. We can get all the succulent Chinese meals that we could ever want. Look at that. 24 dudes. We got 2 full stacks. Oh, Vlasov's not here, huh? Okay. And how strong are they? I think we're pretty much on par with each other, huh? I'd prefer to do peaceful unification. It sucks that we cannot just annex them. I would have loved to. Please consider keeping everyone loyal in here, though. We got enough political power anyway to waste. Oh, damn it. Everyone becomes disloyal and less powerful. Whoops. It was early in the morning when the 2 men sat in one of the many rooms of the presidential palace, flames flickering in the fireplace, snow melt falling from the frost-covered roof. The new and the former president of the Siberian Federation glancing at each other uneasily. They had been friends once, comrades in arms during the final days of the Republic. Those days were gone, a friendship strained and broken amidst the rise of the Federation. Where did it go? Where did it all go wrong, Vasily? Where did we lose our way? Shukshin glanced up at Pokrishkin's voice, the falcon of Siberia, staring down into his drink. There was no malice in eyes, no resentment, just a colorless pallor and the resigned expression. Shukshin stared at his own drink, for he had no response, no answer to the question that he himself had pondered on many sleepless nights. He could still faintly remember the optimism in the Federation's early day. The final break from the decaying republic amidst the chaos of the Siberian War and anarchist revolt, a time where the Federation seemed to have a place for everybody, regardless of ideology or wealth, before the corruption and cynicism set in, before the rise of the Siloviki and the corporations. He could point out to many a time where he or Pokrishkin should have stepped in, should have moved to rein in the excesses of the system, but the Federation itself was a reaction, a result of the failed idealism of the poets and artists of Tomsk. Perhaps the cynicism which arose in the idealism's place was a simple yet another inevitable result of the Republic's failure. I don't know, Pokrishkin. I don't know. How's our nukes going, huh? Let's have a look. Oh, first stage is close to completion, actually. Got factory complexes now and innovative industry. Our societal development is getting up there. With industrial expertise, we're at the max. Almost there when it comes to administrative efficiency as well. Yeah, we're looking good. We're kind of dumb though right now, but we're hopefully fixing that somewhat soonish. Oh, they're invading Burgundy. Whoopsie. I don't think Burgundy will last for long. I just hope they're not gonna launch nukes, because I'd be pissed. China is moderate. Good for them. I do hope to see one day the focus tree expanded, because I really remember I thoroughly enjoyed the China focus tree and the story behind it. I just wished that after they've like stabilized and made something out of themselves, they could regain their land off of the Japanese, or like reunite with all the other breakaway states. But maybe if the focus tree gets extended further in the future, we'll see something about that. Kind of want air assault companies, not gonna lie. I don't think I have helicopters or like proper attack helicopters. Might have to research that, huh? If I want to face Germany. Oh, we're already in stage 2. I didn't even realize. That's good. Halfway through stage 2. And in a couple of months, we'll finally be able to start the reunification talks. Or the reunification wars. I think I need attack helicopters, right? If I want to do my plan. still pissed I can't annex them. Come on, man. You know you would have loved to. Maybe if we do the unification talks, we can just do it like that. Finally begin unification talks. Propose a non-aggression pact and enhance our diplomatic standing. We're actually starting on the back foot with diplomatic weight. Which makes sense because we don't own the deep heartlands or whatever's left of it. Although, hypothetically, we can do it. We peacefully unified Russia just like that. I knew it. We could have done it. World's quickest reunification. We get an extra research slot and we become the Russian Federation. Isn't that beautiful? Now, of course, we have to pretty much just core everything, right? We don't have actually enough points for all of this. Damn. We can change Shukshin's portrait as well. I think we fucked it up. No. Hello? Can I? Thank God. What the hell is this? Some impressive photoshopping, huh? I think I'll grow some facial hair, yeah. How did we age like 15 years? And we get a new focus tree. Why would you look at that? Nice. But I need to... I kind of like his old one. It's gone. I fucked it up somehow. I guess I'll choose one of the other ones then. Sure, this one's fine. Could even make boats. Incredible. We'll have a navy. Which, you know, currently do not. We need transport equipment, transport helicopters and attack helicopters. Okay. We got our work cut out for us, huh? There's the improved attack helicopters. A chain of command which grants buffs and debuffs depending on what generals serve in our army. Okay. Foreign policy. Well, we can do that now, but most of the crises have already happened. Gentlemen, it's good to see you all today. I know you all have busy schedules, so I'll keep this brief. The Federation, as you know, doesn't just encompass Central Siberia anymore, but all of Free Russia. In line with this new reality, I think it's time we reform our government into something more pragmatic to accommodate the Federation's needs. He received 3 nods in agreement, of course, but his vice president was quick to object. Mr. President, you can't be serious. This is just another attempt by you to subvert the Silovki, and you damn well know it. I understand you represent your reservations on this, Alexander, but even you must admit the current system is overextended and in dire need of change. The Silovki won't like it, Vasily. I don't expect them to, Alexander, but it has to be done. For the good of the Federation, right? For the good of the Federation, indeed. We record most of our land. We actually have a lot of manpower now. Oh damn, we need prisons and hospitals again. I guess my colleagues in the other parts that I didn't have control over for a long time did not build up as much as I did. Oh, look at that, we can actually make 24 stacks now. Nice. I think we'll form, work with the newly formed opposition. No need to stay with the Silovki. 57 billion? What happened to our economy? I like it. We have a deficit of 11%, which is better than like the over 20% that we had for the longest time. We can intervene. Look at we finally can also do some foreign policy stuff. The problem is we have garbage units. Who do we support? The Shadam, right? Yeah. Send 3 dudes. Fair enough. And 3 air wings. Our first steps. This will increase our leanings towards federalism by a large amount. We get our first votes in the State Duma. A better attack helicopter. Quite happy with that. Look at the moves that we're making. Absolute money moves. It may be late to the party when it comes to crises, but goddammit, we are smooth with it. Despite not really having a proper helicopter division. And this gives us a massive tree once again. The Russian dream. Start with economic liberation, huh? Because we need to improve our economy quite a bit more to outcompete the deficit, pretty much. We cannot reinforce supplies. Okay. From the capital, apparently. How about in here? Yeah, that should give us reinforcements. Oh, we have where's the National Assembly? I guess in the decisions, maybe? No. The National Intervention GUI. Where is the National Intervention GUI? Is this? Yeah, this is it. We got 16 days remaining. Can accuse them of populism. Sure, they're already at 100, so it's not gonna make it worse, as far as I know. We have enough votes, that's the thing. We've almost... Yep, there we go. We've pretty much gotten our units fully equipped again. We just need more attack helicopters and transport helicopters. So let's get to that, man. The hell, are they all fighting each other now? I think so. I gotta get back, man. This is chaotic. Thought we were friends. Those troops might actually just be dead, huh? Oh well, that's okay. I got very unlucky with that. We're too far in. I'll just make new ones. Send in my boys again, please. Maybe make some more boys in the meantime. Oh, we can have an attack helicopter company. Nice. But we are already lacking helicopters, so maybe let's hold off on that, huh? Maybe we can get into Estefan. And out of these three, I think I like the Symphony one most because it will improve my poverty rate. That's the only bad thing in our country currently. Like a lot of people in poverty. Oh, their capital is free. I might just go in there, steal it. Is this gonna be enough? Oh, we got them all out. Nice. We pranked the Japanese helicopter units and actually managed to kill them. Workers' Protection Act also passes. And our poverty rate will increase. Well, decrease, hopefully. Oh, we're about to take the capital. Maybe if we take a bit more, we'll have everything. Maybe let's slow down time for this, so we can finally, hopefully, finish off this war. Oh, there we go. That's the first one dead. The Shahdam grows. Let's see if I can go all the way to Tehran, maybe? I don't think I can. At least not through there. Not through here either. Go in here and here so we can hopefully encircle this dude before it's too late. Although I have my doubts. While they're busy with my troop in here, we can actually just move in harder. Damn it. We cannot move in harder. They're pushing us back. Why are we so weak? It's mostly their insane planning bonus. I should probably also start making a planning bonus, huh? Oh. This could be a great opportunity for us. We got this dude encircled, right? Damn it, never mind. The killer has escaped. Although saying that, we can get this one in. A free tank killed? Nice. In the meantime, I will just go in here, take a bunch of VPs. Hopefully that'll be enough to capitulate at least the Islamic Republic of Iran. Women's Rights Act. Hell yeah. That should hopefully give me a lot more support. Might radicalize the more conservative party. But I'm just gonna ignore them for now. Iran is about to fall. It fell. That's probably not enough, is it? I'll keep going for VPs then. Alright, and now we just have to do the oath to the people. Make sure that they are also happy with us. Yosef slowed his breathing as his task force approached the tiny cabin. Every careful step was as loud as a gunshot. Every toe was meticulously placed, lest they alert their target. From a distance, the smoldering hut could have been dismissed as nothing but an abandoned dacha. But a trained eye could see a dim gray of fresh soot on the leaning, creaked chimney. On my mark, 3, 2, 1, mark. Private Dragunov threw his weight into the old door, shredding it like wet paper. Yosef charged into the cabin behind him, his pistol drawn. Put your hands up. Under the orders of President Shukshin, you are now under arrest. Yosef saw nothing but an old man sitting on a rickety chair. The shell of a man that was once Nikolai Bukharin had been admiring an old photograph. Those sad, worn eyes weren't the same that once burned with ideological fire. His broken gait was not the proud stride of the leader Yosef had served under so long ago. The old soldier couldn't help but blink away tears as he saw what had become of a hero he'd idolized in his youth. Once he thought of Bukharin as a murderer, a butcher, who had sent his brothers to their deaths on the hellish Caucasian front. Now he only saw a broken man, a failure who'd lost as much as any Russian. Yosef felt his pistol slip out of his hand. His fingers were suddenly numb, like he'd dipped them in snow. His throat constricted, and he felt the hot tears slide from his face. Nikolai Bukharin, he choked out. For the crimes of desertion and high treason, you are under arrest. His men stood at his side, rifles trained on the former premier of the Soviet Union. If he tried to run, then this would ruin his final resting place. He did not. Bukharin slowly rose to his feet, prepared to face judgment for destroying Russia. He picked up the framed photo and stared at it one last time, wiping away the dust that had gathered over his former friends and enemies. He shuffled over to Yosef, a resigned look in his sad eyes as Yosef prepared a set of steel manacles. He heard only 2 words from Nikolai Bukharin, the man who had doomed 3 generations. I'm sorry. Jeez, okay. Way to be a Debbie Downer, man. As the only door to Shukshin's office opened, his bodyguards escorted Nikolai Bukharin into the seat adjacent to him. The man had changed. The once hopeful face of Lenin's heir, nicknamed Golden Boy, an exemplary visage plastered on posters throughout the Soviet Union, was now depressed and ragged, creased with wrinkles and shame. Shukshin sighed as the former premier met his eyes. The old man dared to look at him for only a second before his gaze returned to his dirty soles. Was he really so terrified? I won't object to your men shooting me, the old man whispered. The president paused, taken aback. I didn't bring you here to shoot you. Shukshin offered. If anything, I felt like living in that ruin was sufficient punishment. But once the Federation Council found out you were still alive, I had no choice but to honor their arrest warrant. He stood up and looked out the window of his office. It was a beautiful day. The sun is shining. Wind blew gently through jade leaves. Children were playing football in the fields, their lessons completed or escaped. It was not the sort of day to condemn a man. The Federation will be a nation of laws. I can't let you go free of your own volition. The presidency must always be subject to the Russian law, not above it, as the Bolsheviks once were. You'll have your day in court. I understand. But even then, Shukshin knew that the ex-premier would never have justice. The people knew he was guilty, even if it wasn't true. They would judge him. An old man who had already punished himself would rot in a cell for the rest of his short and sickly life. Is that to be his legacy, turning Bukharin over to the mob justice, letting the people slake their thirst for revenge? Or would he give special treatment to a tyrant, author of anarchy, the monster who'd condemned men, no different than Shukshin to the gulags? Would he break the law he authored for the sake of mercy? All men are equal before the law. We're so close to destroying the Islamic Republic. Now we can focus on the Socialist Federation of Iran as well. There's the shot, I'm also dead. Just one left. Still are lacking like 3,000 helicopters. No, transport helicopters. And 1,500 attack helicopters. Pretty much once the first domino fell, it's a lot easier now to take control over Iran. See? Another encirclement. And he's pretty much instantly dead. Damn it, we got encircled. How dare you? Don't worry, we'll re-encircle them. And then after getting most of the PvPs, yeah, we'll just win. I don't really have a faction for them to join, but maybe they'll be aligned to me or something like that. I don't know. Oh, there we go. We got the breeze. Perfect. We did it. Look at that. Never mind Baluchistan, but that's okay. Shapur was a wrinkled man with deep lines etched along his sides, creating a thick mustache between wide, intelligent eyes. While it was uncommon for such a new head of state to travel out of the country, the occasion was important enough that he found himself on a private Russian jet, making his way over to the industrial Novosibirsk in well-attended formality. It wasn't lost on Iran's new prime minister that this was Russia's first real ally outside of the lands of the former Soviet Union, and the occasion was one that both sides took seriously. Bakhtiar himself knew that while he was respected in Russia, they were attaching themselves to a small and precarious power compared to the United States. Still, Bakhtiar was a loyal man and found his values reflected more in the Russia than in the Organization of Free Nations. Once they landed, the older man made his way down the airplane steps, down to come face to face with Vasily Shukshin, president of the Russian Federation. The man was young, hardly in his 40s, and with a vibrancy to match. Here was a man whose creases on his brow told a story of struggle and hardships, much like Bakhtiar's own under the Shah Banu. Between the flames of radical extremism of all forms and shifting dictatorships, constitutional Iran and Russia were a sign of a different order, one made of respect for the democratic rights, the dignity of people, and moderation. Shukshin held Bakhtiar's hand warmly. I am honored to meet you, Prime Minister. This is a very special day for both of our nations. No, President, the honor is mine. Your assistance throughout our national struggle is something we will not forget. Let us go inside. There is much to be done to join our nations together in friendship. The foundation of something greater indeed. Hell yeah, our first friend. We do need to revolutionize school equipment because we are still on secondary schooling. We have a lot of catching up to do. We're only slowly improving. Pokrishkin sauntered towards the sleek flying machine, sunlight glinting off its polished metal wings, a proud smirk on his face. What do you think, Vasily? It's beautiful, isn't it? Not corporate made, that's for sure, the president quipped as he followed closely behind the experienced pilot. The Federation had recently released a new batch of combat planes, and Pokrishkin would be one of the first to try them. Alexander had a massive grin as he soared throughout the skies in the Federation's newest generation of jet fighters, the proud MiG-23, an aircraft with enough speed and firepower to challenge the Luftwaffe in the skies. How's the weather up there? Shukshin asked Pokrishkin's headset. It's fine, Vasily. I've been away from the skies for far too long. What do you think, old friend? Is it fast enough to win us the skies? Vasily, with an aircraft like this, we could take over the world if we wanted. He was going to make Vasily grin like an idiot when he finished his little trick. Pokrishkin pushed the engine harder, even faster, until it created a powerful sound that cracked the sky. A sonic boom, if you will. Let's just add our helicopters right now. Sure, we don't have enough at the moment, but that's okay. I don't want to befriend the pacifists. I'd rather cross the aisle then. Because, you know, we gotta get our lands back off of the Germans at some point. Peaceful dialogue is not gonna cut it, I feel like. And there we go, the Russian dream. With that, we will unlock new focuses. Most likely to, you know, reclaim our glorious lands. Right? Yeah, looking beyond our southern border for one. Oh, we could probably do like an annexation with them, right? I don't know. No, this doesn't work, I'm guessing. Because we got all of the land already. And I'll put my troops in here anyway. Right? Why not? But that will be it for today, I think. In the next episode, we'll do the final part of annexing all that is rightful Russian land. Central Asia. Vladivostok. We'll reclaim Moscow. We'll reclaim the Finnish land, hopefully, if that's possible. But yeah, we will restore Russia to its absolute glory. And hopefully I'll see you next time for that. Hopefully you have a nice day. And yeah, bye-bye.